Japan isn't just ahead in technology, it's ahead in the small things, the ones you use every single day. Here are the ideas that prove the rest of the world is way behind. In Japan, supermarkets have a machine that scans your avocado before you buy it. You place the avocado inside, the machine measures its firmness in seconds, and a screen tells you exactly whether it's perfectly ripe, needs a few more days, or is already overripe. No more squeezing every avocado in the store hoping for the best. No more bringing home one that's either rock hard or completely ruined. Japan removed the guesswork entirely, and honestly, every supermarket on the planet should have done this already. Next. When you order an iced coffee in Japan, it doesn't come in a regular glass. It comes served inside a block of ice that has been carved into the shape of a cup. The coffee sits directly inside the ice. It stays cold for hours without a single drop of water diluting it. Every sip tastes exactly the same as the first one. Cold, strong, and perfect. The rest of the world is still dropping ice cubes into coffee and wondering why it tastes watery after 10 minutes. And finally, Japan invented a portable espresso tube. It's a small handheld device you can carry anywhere. Press the button on top and a fresh shot of espresso comes out instantly. No machine. No coffee shop queue. No preparation. You can use it at your desk, on a road trip, on a train, anywhere at all. Japan turned one of the most complicated morning rituals into something that fits in your pocket. In Japan, shower walls are magnetic. Instead of drilling holes to install shelves, mirrors, or soap holders, you simply place them against the wall and they attach instantly. No tools, no damage, no permanent installation. If you want to rearrange your bathroom, you move everything in seconds. Cleaning becomes easier because you can remove every single item from the wall without unscrewing anything. It sounds like a small detail, but once you experience a magnetic bathroom, a regular one feels completely unfinished. Next, Japanese toilets clean themselves. After every use, you press one button, and the toilet runs a full automatic cleaning cycle. The bowl is disinfected, rinsed, and completely fresh for the next person without anyone having to do a single thing. Public toilets in Japan stay cleaner than private bathrooms in most other countries, and this is exactly why. The system does the work so nobody has to. Also, Japan redesigned the cotton swab. The tip is black and coated with a special adhesive texture that actually grips earwax and pulls it out instead of pushing it deeper inside. Because the tip is black, you can clearly see exactly what was removed. It sounds simple, but every person who has ever used a regular cotton swab and wondered if it was actually doing anything will immediately understand why this matters. In Japan, certain vending machines have a hidden feature most people don't even know about. After you buy a cold drink, you can place the bottle back into the slot, press a special button, and the machine super cools it in seconds, turning your regular drink into a perfect slushie. No separate slushie machine, no waiting, just one button and your drink transforms completely. On a hot Japanese summer day, this is not a luxury. It's essential. Next, Japan has vending machines that apply screen protectors automatically. You walk up, place your phone inside, select your model, and in seconds the machine cuts a perfect screen protector and applies it without a single bubble. No fumbling. No dust getting underneath. No ruined attempts. Just a perfectly applied screen protector every single time. In most countries, applying a screen protector is a stressful 10-minute process that usually ends in failure. Japan turned it into a 30-second vending machine transaction. And finally, many vending machines across Japan are programmed with an emergency mode. When a major earthquake or natural disaster is detected, the machines automatically switch to giving everything away for free. Anyone nearby can take drinks, water, and snacks without paying anything. During a disaster, these machines become emergency supply stations that could genuinely save lives. Japan didn't just build vending machines, it built infrastructure. In Japan, some refrigerators open from both sides. It doesn't matter which direction you're standing or how your kitchen is arranged, the door always opens the way you need it to. No walking around to the other side, no awkward pulling from the wrong angle, just a fridge that works with you instead of against you. Once you see this, you genuinely cannot understand why every fridge in the world isn't built this way. Next, Japan has a children's theme park built entirely around careers. Kids spend the day trying real jobs, doctor, firefighter, pilot, chef, and more inside miniature realistic environments. They earn fictional money, learn responsibility, and start understanding how the world actually works. It's not just fun, it's practical. It teaches children things that most school systems take years to cover, and it does it through play. Japan understood that the best way to prepare children for life is to let them practice it. Also, in Japan, high heels have a convertible mechanism built into the sole. With one click, you can raise or lower the heel height instantly. 1 second, you're dressed for a formal dinner. The next, you're walking comfortably in what feels like flat shoes. No changing shoes. No carrying a second pair in your bag, just one click and the shoe becomes whatever you need it to be right now. Japan looked at one of the most common complaints women have about footwear and quietly solved it. In Japan, there is a simple plastic clip designed for washing rice. You place it on the edge of the pot and it holds every single grain of rice back while you drain the water. Not one grain escapes, no separate colander, no balancing the lid at an awkward angle while water pours out unevenly. Just a small clip that costs almost nothing and solves a problem every single person who has ever cooked rice has experienced. Small, cheap, perfect. Next, bus stops in Japan are heated. During winter, the benches have built-in heating systems that keep the surface warm while you wait. No standing in the cold, no sitting on freezing metal. You simply sit down and stay warm for however long the bus takes to arrive. It sounds like a luxury, but in a country with harsh winters, it's just thoughtful design. Japan decided that waiting for public transport shouldn't be an uncomfortable experience, and then it did something about it. Also, Japanese pudding cups have a small button on the bottom. You flip the cup upside down onto a plate, press the button, and the vacuum seal releases. The pudding slides out in one perfect piece, completely clean with nothing left sticking to the inside of the cup. No scraping, no mess. No eating it straight from the container because it won't come out properly. Just a button, a flip, and a perfect pudding every single time. In Japan, there are anime milk bottles where the characters on the label tell a story. As you drink the milk and the bottle empties, a hidden story between the characters on the front and back of the bottle slowly reveals itself. The more you drink, the more of the story appears. Japan turned something as ordinary as finishing a bottle of milk into something you actually look forward to. That is the level of creative thinking Japan applies to absolutely everything. Next, Japan invented a toothpaste tube where every last drop slides out on its own. The inside of the tube is specially coated so the paste never sticks to the walls. You use 100% of what you paid for. No cutting the tube open at the end. No squeezing desperately at a flat piece of plastic hoping for one more brushing. Just a tube that does exactly what it's supposed to do, right until the very last drop. And finally, in Japan, train stations have smart lockers where you can store your luggage for a few hours while you explore the city completely hands-free. The lockers use digital codes, accept payments automatically, and are available at almost every major station across the country. No hotel check-in required. No dragging heavy bags through crowds. You arrive, drop your luggage, spend the day free, and collect everything before you leave. Japan turned the train station into a service center, and traveling there because of it is just easier than anywhere else. In Japan, tea bags often come with small animal figures attached to the string. A tiny panda or cat clings to the edge of your cup while your tea brews, so the bag never slips inside and you always know exactly when to remove it. It costs nothing extra to design. It changes nothing about how tea tastes. But it makes the experience just a little more enjoyable every single morning. Japan understands that the small details are never really small. Also, Japan invented thermal ear patches. You stick a small patch behind your ear and it heats up on its own using your body temperature. No batteries, no wires, no charging. The heat helps relieve headaches and stress almost immediately. You can wear them under your hair and nobody even knows they're there. Japan took something that usually requires a hot water bottle or a heating pad and made it invisible. And finally, in Japan you can buy a Mount Fuji eraser. At first it looks completely plain, just a white block. But the more you use it, the more it transforms. Slowly, use by use, it carves itself into the exact shape of Mount Fuji. It is probably the only object in the world that becomes more beautiful the more you wear it down. Japan turned something you use every day into something worth keeping. That's Japan. Every single item in this video is simple. None of them are expensive. None of them required years of complicated research. They just required someone to look at an everyday problem and actually solve it properly. A fridge that opens both ways. A pudding button. A rice clip. A coffee served inside ice. An avocado scanner. Vending machines that give everything away during earthquakes. A Mount Fuji eraser that gets more beautiful the more you use it. Small ideas. Real solutions. Daily life made just a little bit better for millions of people every single day. Which one of these do you want in your country right now? Tell us in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. We find genius ideas from Japan every single week. See you in the next one.